Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another video on my forever world. As you can see, things are a little different right now. We are in a seasonal area because right now it is Halloween time, baby, which means we get to be a little bit spookier. I'm trying to seem spooky and ominous. Not very good at it though, but yeah, I have huge plans. I'm so excited. But real quick, let's show off what we have here already. A lot of you may be a little surprised by this because, well, you probably haven't been here. You weren't here last year when we did this. Oh man, we did about 3 episodes of Halloween shenanigans, and now we are back. And something else that is fantastic about this place is I did not mob-proof any of the trees. So, yeah, there's mobs inside our trees, which is a little unfortunate, but here we are. As you can see here, I made all these dark oak wood trees that just have no leaves whatsoever, and they look super spooky. You can barely see them at night, though. Here we have the graveyard, and if you remember last year, this is where our Halloween time ended. Right here in that hole. But that is where it ended. It will not end like that again, as we are back and I have completely different plans from last time. Here is our little hotel bar looking thing right here. This is where I made you some storage. Oh, we have to say hi to Skelebro. Hello, Skelebro. How are you? Oh man, I missed you. And then we head this way. I had this really awesome enchanted looking nether portal that I'm super happy with. This is the easier way to get all the way over here. By the way, the normal area is about, oh, I don't know, probably around 300, 400 blocks away. It's pretty far, which is, you know, the whole point of this area. It's supposed to be separated from the main areas for now, unless we're just building that much and we get that far. Right here is our poisonous lake river thing, and it ends right there. Super happy at this. Oh man, it feels so good being back here. It's kind of nostalgic. I've kind of been looking forward to it. I need to not get attacked by any mobs, by the way. I do not have my armor because I'm wanting to talk about my skin and what we're going to be doing in this area this year. We are, let's go. Oh, I think something has been shooting at me. I don't know where he went. Oh wait, let's go check out my freaking tombstone. Hold on. Let's go check it out. Oh, this is where it all started, right here. Rip Blue. He was very handsome. This is where I came out of the grave to begin my journey here. Oh man, and something you may notice if you were here last year for this. All my storage was right here, and it was also inside of there, right there, inside the hotel thing. It is not. And per the usual during this holiday stuff, I move a lot of my shulker boxes and stuff that I think I'll need all the way out here. And you may notice you don't see any of it quite yet. Well, that is because I have humongous plans. And let's go to sleep. I like the spooky vibe, but yeah, I'm scared of mobs. Oh man. You see, we're not going to be in this specific area right here. We're actually going to venture off a little bit in this direction. There will be a path that I shall make. It'll come around here, over here, and up that hill. And as you can see, this is where my storage is. I have a whole bunch of chests that I can just dump stuff in. Extra tough. Oh, this time around, we have pale wood, which is super cool. Last year, for this event, we did not have pale wood. And I said, oh man, pale wood would have been really handy for Halloween time. And now we have it. But I have all sorts of shulker boxes that I believe I will need. And let me just give a little hint real quick. We're going to need a lot of darker blocks for the mega project that we're going to be working on. And when I say mega, I mean mega. If we run up this hill right here, which will eventually be more of a path, you can see some dirt sprawling all over the place. Well, this dirt right here is to show you what my humongous plans are. You see, something that I haven't really done too much yet on this world is just mega insane humongous projects. And that is because all the projects that I've already started, they were started at the beginning of this world, which means that none of them got to They were never planned out to be humongous. This one is, oh man. So this right here is the stairway all the way up to this giant chunk of land that we're going to build up on. And we are going to make I don't have an elytra. Hold on. We are going to make a hotel. Not just a hotel for monsters. That is right. And it won't just be a hotel. It'll be a castle, too, at the same time. You know what I'm saying here? It'll be a hotel for monsters, but decorated as a castle. It's this genius, unique idea that came up with all by myself. I mean, look at my skin. Look at me. I'm trying to look like a vampire, but unfortunately there's no fanged teeth, so this is what we have. I'm hiding my fangs, okay? I am a vampire. This is gonna look really, really cool from back here. Like imagine the view. We're standing right here, and let's get back a little bit further. And all the way back there is like a foggy looking giant castle looking thing, but like a darker castle. Okay, it won't be like your typical stone brick, stone cobblestone castle. This is gonna be black stone and deep slate and tough and all the dark blocks, and it's just gonna be popping out from over that hill over there. I want to focus on getting it started. I don't want to just piddle around and think about building this thing. I want to do it, and this is probably going to be very, very, very time consuming. But yeah, we may do some episodes in November. We may do that because we don't have a seasonal thing in November. Last year, we stopped doing Halloween episodes in November, and we did like a couple normal episodes, and then we went to Christmas stuff. This year, we may use November as a Halloween time too, just to, get some more work done. But I need to stop yapping. It's time to get to building. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of dirt and grass. Holy moly. This is a lot. Oh, we might need more space too. That might not be enough space. Hey, look how dark it is down here. It is crazy. You might be saying, oh, you could have used the land that was already there. You could have, covered all this up and then dug all that out. This is way easier. And I kind of want to make the castle a little bit higher, of course. But this probably took roughly 3 to 4 shulker boxes of dirt and grass. Believe it or not, it doesn't feel like a lot, but it is quite a bit. Now, I've started a bit of a planning thing, and please let me know if any of this planning makes any sense to you whatsoever. Does it? I'm waiting. Does that make any sense? It doesn't make any sense to me either. It really doesn't. Okay, I've never made a castle before. It's been since like 2012, probably not 2012, maybe like 2015. And I made like a really, really basic cobblestone castle like every kid did on Minecraft. Something super basic, just 4 walls, maybe towers on every corner. We're not doing that. We're doing something completely different, and it's going to be very detailed. These things right here, the 2x2 squares, these are towers that I'm planning out. And I haven't really fully planned out everything. Like, I don't know what's going to go over here. I think what I'm going to have to do, and this is just how I learn best, is to just do it. Just figure it out as I go, which is really scary, especially for these bigger builds. It is one thing to just wing it on a basic house build, because, If it doesn't go well, you just blow up the whole thing and start over. If I get halfway through this thing and I decide, oh, I want to do this differently, and then we're kind of screwed. We're very, 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 very screwed. But I think that's just the best way that I'm gonna have to do it, is to just do it. I mean, that's how I learn. So I'm gonna see if I can figure out what I want this front thing to be. This right here is the opening area, and you go in through this gate, I believe, and there's a bit of a courtyard right here, and that courtyard will lead you to an area over here, where that will take you inside the actual castle. So I think we're going to try to get this opening area right here, and I think we might raise the ground a little bit. Like, we might make some stairs that go up like 4 blocks, maybe, something like that. I don't want to make this castle and everything's just floating, and it's just a real pain in the butt. There is a really good chance I will probably be tearing down a lot of this grass that I'm just not going to be using. Like, probably quite a bit, to be honest, but this is just really, it's like a blank piece of paper, you know. I might not use all of it, but we're going to use quite a bit of it, and it's going to be very helpful to just give us a place to start. But anyways, I am going to start building this front exterior thing and just see what happens. Wish me luck, please, because I'm a little scared. You know that feeling when you're on a really scary roller coaster, and like the whole time you're on the coaster, you're really, really scared that you're gonna, you know, you're gonna die. You know you're not gonna die, but like it's still scary. And then when you get off, it's just tons of excitement and adrenaline. That is kind of how it feels to be doing this big of a build. It was really scary building it, but now that I've got part of it built, I'm very excited and happy now that I got part of it built. It was such a scary thing to do, though. This far away view is really satisfying because it just shows off how big it truly is. But what's really scary is that is the front door. I'm going bigger, baby. Oh, it's such a bad idea, but I'm going bigger. Look, that's gonna be the front door. I'm thinking everything else is gonna go like somewhere up there, but further back, it's gonna be nuts. This is the front door though, and this is what we have so far, and I think I like it quite a bit. There's a bit more detailing I could do, but I want to get more things going before I do that. Now let me explain what we have here. We have a color palette that I think is quite interesting. There's a few things that look a little weird from close up. I don't know how I feel about that grayish area, the light gray area up there. And I feel like this wall's a little bland. I might put in some deep slate tile walls in there. And above all, I think other than that, it's pretty good. I think I don't want to overthink too much stuff here, because if I overthink, then this will never get done. I think the plan is we're gonna make some towers right here, and then they're gonna have an area up there. Hold on. The plan is that we're gonna have some towers like right here, and then this area right here is gonna be a little bit wider, and then there's gonna be another tower over here. I believe that is what we're gonna do next. And then once we do that, I want to have a little bit of a opening courtyard looking thing, maybe a fountain in the middle, and then after that is the rest of the castle. Because I believe in a lot of castles, they kind of have that courtyard opening thing, and the walls they're defensive. When you make a castle, I think you gotta think defensively, because that's what they were intended for. Which the towers are gonna go much, much taller. Like, probably about 50 blocks taller, maybe? I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. But I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Like, you look up to, like, Y150. Oh my goodness, this is gonna get tall. Oh, geez. Before I start building, I want to show you guys something that I've been using. It is a tool, or a cheat sheet, rather, is what I'd like to call it. But not the typical cheat sheet that you would probably think of. You see, I think one of the hardest things about making a really big build that has just a lot of really big walls is making it look variated and interesting and detailed. a lot of people, when they make their first castles when they're younger, like I did, they'll just go straight up stone brick walls and that's it. I've decided that I don't want to do that. I want it to be interesting. I want it to have a lot of variation. So my cheat sheet over here is this right here, a color palette wall. Look at this. So we start off darker with the black stone and the deep slate tiles, and then we start to get lighter with mud, and we keep the tiles for a little bit, and then we go to deep slate, and then basalt, and then polished basalt, throwing a little bit of tuff and pale moss. I really love tuff and pale moss, by the way. It is a beautiful block. But this right here is giving me an idea of what blocks I can use for what layer and what would make sense. So like at the bottom, I'm going to be using a whole lot of these 3 blocks right here. But further up, I'm going to start, getting a little bit lighter with tuff and pale moss and regular deep slate. And then I also have this up here, which is kind of my idea for what the roofs or like tower spire looking things, the pointy things on top of the towers. I'm kind of getting a basic idea of what I want to do there. I don't know if I will use blue terracotta because I kind of want to use a block that has slab variants. I want something that kind of contrasts with the rest of the build. So I think maybe this instead. This is what I thought about using yesterday. But then I realized there's just not a lot of, not a lot I can do with that. That might be something I'd throw in, to kind of, throw in some variation with the blocks. But I might not even need it because I also have something like, where is it? I have warp block. That is such a weird name. And then I have the fences, I have the gates, I have the stairs. I have all of these different tools that I can use. Oh, we have shelves. Hold the phone. I haven't, okay. The game literally just updated today for the copper updates. Yes, I do backlog of videos. Okay, this recording right here is happening on the day that the copper update came out, which I don't know how long ago that was from whenever this video comes out. But we have shelves. These are such a cool looking block. I might use this. Oh, you can put them standalone. Ooh. Oh, you can do that too? Oh, these are such a cool block. Whoa, look at that. Oh, that is cool. Oh, that is so cool. Ooh, I really like that actually. Hold on, do they disappear when you get far? Okay, so I'm gonna test this. Banners will disappear after I go a far enough distance. Let's see if these disappear too. And... oh, wow, okay. That's really interesting. One of the downfalls of using banners is that they disappear when you get far enough. These don't. I kind of thought they would, which is really interesting. Huh. I might be using these a lot. Anyways, I got very distracted. Sorry about that. Back to building. My elytra is nearly broken. You may be wondering why, and well, there's a couple of reasons. The first one is because I really enjoy the faraway view of the castle so far. Oh my goodness. The foggy view of this towering castle from all the way over here. Oh, it just looks so cool. I love it. I should probably say something, maybe a bit of a disclaimer for some people. I'm not trying to mimic the Hotel Transylvania hotel. I mean, where I'm going for the darker kind of theme, but I'm not trying to mimic it. I know I made a joke earlier about how that's kind of the thing we're doing, but we're not doing exactly that. And I kind of thought about making an actual hotel, which we might still do, but I've realized that this is my first time making a legitimate castle. And, to try to theme it towards one thing is going to be really hard, especially when I'm still trying to figure out how to just make a simple castle. So I'm not going to try my hardest to theme it to something. I'm trying to put all my effort into actually learning and teaching myself how to properly make one. And I feel like the scale might be a little big. There is a chance in the future, or I say, man, this is a bit too big, but you know, that's all right. But we're gonna get much, much taller than the rest of this. This is just the front facade for now. Yeah, I feel like it's fun to go with this bigger scale to kind of prove to myself that I can do that. There's been like this part of me in the back of my head that's been thinking, you can't go that big, you know, you're not like those other people that play this game. You can't go that big of a scale. You're not that good at this game. And it might be right. Maybe I'm not that good at building. You know, some of this doesn't look fantastic and I think I could do better on. You might notice I did change this middle bit just a little, and I really didn't like that grayness that was in between there. So I changed it, and I just did that right there only. Then I thought, you know, I wish these side bits were a bit more interesting. So I made them a bit more interesting, and then that expanded into them connecting to the tower over here. Which I think I like, maybe. I'm not too sure. As you can see, I did not finish that tower over here, and the story behind that is because I did actually get this tower done way earlier, and I decided, you know what, I'm fine with it. So I moved over here, started working on this one, and then something inside me said, I can do better. I can do better. Let me come back to this guy for a sec. So I came back to it, and that's what we have. That's what we have now. It's an interesting build. This whole entire thing is, I'm really enjoying it, and it's teaching me quite a bit. And now I'm for sure we probably won't get this done in time. I'm thinking we'll do some more of these episodes during November. But I think it's good to kind of pace yourself. I need a break. This is not the only area of this Halloween land, okay? I feel like we need to give some attention to this area over here. Especially the entrance, because at the moment, there is no entrance. None. The entrance is the nether portal and swimming across this river. We need a proper bridge to get in here. So that is the next thing I'm going to work on. And that will probably start the path back to the normal areas over here. We're going to make a bridge going from right here all the way to right there. And then eventually, probably off camera, I'll start making a path that will take all the way over. I have stone somewhere to show it. All the way over here. Here it is. Right here. And then across this river. And then so on. But for now, let's make a proper entrance to this Halloween land. Oh, baby. And of course, it's gonna be spooky. And I think we should definitely turn on some spooky music for this build. Here we go! That build turned out really good, believe it or not. But before I show you it, it's time for the Tower of the Awesome People! Woohoo! Of course, we're still doing the Tower of the Awesome People, even though it is not in Halloween land. We are back to the normal area, and today's people for episode 45, CLC Gaming, who you commented with your alt accounts, but I'm gonna put your main account's name because I'm assuming that's what you would want. and Jay the Hawk 2001, who we actually played exclusive experiments with a while back. So there he is right there. Thank you for the comment, Jay the Hawk. If you want in the Tower of the Awesome People, you can comment down on this episode right here, episode 46, our first Halloween episode. And of course, our first episode with the new updates, 1.21.111. Such a beautiful update number. Remember the good old days when it was 1.14, 1.15, 1.16, and now we're stuck at 1.21 for what feels like forever. But what we're not stuck in is the Tower of the Awesome People, because we only have what, 1, 2, 3, 4 more signs after this episode. 4 more episodes of using this Tower of the Awesome People. That is crazy. And then we're going to move on to somewhere else. But let's head back to the Halloween area, because I got some things to show you. Here we are. Look at that bridge, baby. Now, you may have noticed in that montage that we had a different kind of design. It was a bridge, and in the middle of it, it had like a face, and like the face was like, it was supposed to blend into the bridge. It was too cartoony for me. It was too much. It didn't look very good. It just popped out too much. I think that was the biggest problem. So I literally, and I do this sometimes, I literally tore the whole entire thing down, and this is what remains of it at the moment, is just this stone down here in the water. We have a better bridge right here, which I just feel like goes better with everything else. It just looks so much better. And I could use the brand new copper bars right here. Or that's what, yeah, copper bars, right? Yeah, copper bars, yep. It looks very, very nice, I think. I actually want them to turn blue, but obviously I can't do that. And I also mixed in the normal iron bars with it, and I think it looks pretty cool. And a brand new tree. I had to reteach myself how to make this tree, because it's been so long. I have turned my render distance all the way up, not all the way up, but to 24 chunks, I believe. And I'm doing this more often now because you get so much better views, and I want to give credit to Astrid. I mentioned this in a couple of Blue SMP videos, maybe, but like the view from far away with like the extra render distance is just so cool, because you get to see so much more, and you get some fog, and it just looks really nice. So credit to Astrid on the Blue SMP. He's also part of the community. But let's take a look at this view and what we got done today. Oh, it's raining. Oh no. Oh, is our render distance enough? Oh, okay. Well, if you didn't know, whenever it rains, you just watched it. You gotta change your render distance up a little bit more to see everything back there. Maybe. No, a little bit more. The rain just really kills how much you can see. Oh, what a terrible timing. There. That's a little bit better. I don't know how well you can see that, but we made that castle all the way back there today. And we made this bridge and path. Oh, like, we got so much done. Compared to last year when we did these episodes, we just get so much more done. But it has been a fantastic first Halloween episode. I've had a ton of fun just building, and probably after I'm done with this video, I'm going to get back to building, even if it's off-camera stuff. I am so excited for this castle. It looks nuts. I'm going to finish the tower and stuff. We're going to do so much more. But if you have made it this far in the video and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Come on, subscribe. We have more Halloween stuff coming up. It'll be fun. But thank you all for coming. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. And I'll see ya in the next one. Goodbye!